So, students, what are rights? Rights are the claims of a person over other fellow beings, over the society, and over the government. All of us want to be live happily, without fear and without being subjected to degraded treatment. For this, we expect others to behave in such a way that does not harm us or hurt us. Equally, our action should not also harm or hurt us. So a right is possible when you make a claim that is equally possible for others. So, what are rights? Rights are the claims raised by a people over other fellow beings, over the society, and over the government. So, obviously, all of us wants to have a very peaceful life, have a very happy life, without any fear, without any degraded treatment. And for this, what we need to do is we need to do things what we expect others to do for us. We need to treat people in the similar way how we want others to treat us. So, a right is possible only when you make a claim that is equally possible for others. You cannot have a right that harms or hurts others. You cannot have a right to play a game in such a way that it breaks the neighbor's window. The Serbs in Yugoslavia could not have demanded the whole country for themselves. The claims we make should be reasonable. That is a very valid point. You cannot claim your rights by harming someone. Like the claims made by the Serbians in Yugoslavia is that they wanted the Albanians to be removed from the country, leave the country. No, that cannot be done, because it is going to harm them. It is going to harm their livelihood. So, the claims we make should be reasonable. They should be such that can be made available to others in an equal measure. Thus, a right comes with an obligation to respect other rights. Obviously, rights doesn't mean to raising your claims. It means also to expecting others' rights also, others' livelihood also. Just because we claim something, it does not become our right. It has to be recognized by the society we live in. Rights acquire meaning only in society. Every society makes certain rules to regulate our conduct. They tell us what is right and what is wrong. What is recognized by the society as rightful becomes the basis of rights. So anything that you consider as your right has to be recognized by the society. You cannot claim something that is going to disrespect or is going to harm someone else in the group or in the society. So society defines what is right and what is wrong. What is recognized by the society as rightful becomes the rights basis of rights. That is why the notion of rights changes from time to time and society to society. 200 years ago, anyone who said that women should have right to vote would have sounded strange. Today, not granting them vote in Saudi Arabia appears strength. Obviously, around let's say 20 to 40 years back, if someone would say that women should be given the right to vote, it would have been sounded very strange. But now, Saudi Arabia not asking their women to vote is sounding very strange. When the socially recognized claims are written into law, they acquire real force. When these rights or these principles, these thoughts are converted into law, they acquire real force, they acquire real majority. Otherwise, they remain merely as natural as or moral rights. The prisoners in Guantanamo Bay had a moral claim not to be tortured or humiliated, but they could not go to anyone to enforce this claim. When law recognizes some claims, they become enforceable. We can then demand their application when fellow citizens of the government do not respect these rights, as we call it violation or infringement of our rights. In such circumstances, citizens can approach courts to protect their rights. So if we want to call any claim a right, it has to have three qualities. Rights are reasonable claims of person recognized by society and sanctioned by law. So it has to be recognized by the society and has to be sanctioned by the law. So unless and until a right or a claim is recognized by the law, it does not have that enforceability or does not have that weightage in terms of the society, in terms of people really following that, because it merely becomes a principle or merely becomes a claim and it is not recognized by anyone, even majority of the people. So in the next class, we'll start with why do we need rights in a democracy.